So today is the big day. I'm going to try to hold my leopard gecko for the second time. Yes, the second time, because I held him yesterday, but I forgot to film it. So we're doing it again for you guys. Let's see if he actually is calm this time. Maybe I just had luck the first time. I'm going to use these dried mealworms as treats. They're not food. They're just treats. They're not a stable diet. It's like eating potato chips. They won't get nutrition from it. I'm just going to be feeding him some of these for a bit, and then I'll try to hold him again, because he thought I was a mealworm or something, so I just want him to know the difference. People would say this puts him in a food mode, but he's already in a food mode because he doesn't know the difference. So doing this, and then until he rejects the food, helps him not think I'm food, because when I hold him and he's not hungry, it will help. So I'm just giving him these. He'll probably still be hungry later, but as long as he doesn't want any more, then I can hold him. So I would use rubber tongs and not the plain metal ones I have. These can hurt the tooth of the leopard gecko. I'm trying to avoid that, but he keeps biting it anyway. As you can see, I'm fastly moving out of the way, but he still got it the first time, and he'll probably get it again. He just missed that mealworm. Did you see that? And he got it. He broke it in like threes. There he goes. Oh, he just moved it. He'll get that one though. Yeah. So I don't like doing these tongs. My other leopard gecko does not like these tongs. He'll eat food with my hand, but he won't use the tongs because he knows that it will hurt his teeth. And I wish I didn't go through that with him. But I was stupid, so. And I'm still being stupid by still using them. But I can't use the wooden ones because they have poo on them. But I guess I could wash it, but I forget. So, hopefully I'll remember. But I'm pretty sure the wood ones will still hurt their teeth. The rubber is softer. See, I'm trying to scoop him up, luring him on my hand. I'm not trying to go high, just to not scare him. Pet store people, they went high. And I'll talk about that more after we talk about my moths. And then we'll talk about how to handle them and their tails. So stay tuned. Sorry if my arm's in the way. There's not really a way to change that with the camera. I'm really limited on the tripods. So, sorry about that. I don't know what happened with the lighting here, but we'll just deal with it. It will change back later. As you hear, he's not screaming, so that's good. My cat's hitting that, so I'm just gonna move that back. And he let me hold him. I'm so proud of him. He's made great progress. Look at him just chilling. Now he's exploring. He was just standing in one place sometimes, But I guess he's just trying to get used to being held. But he's not screaming and he's not trying to bite me, so I'm pretty proud of that. He's made great progress in 1 to 2 weeks. And that's after quarantine, by the way. So actually I've had him for like 4 weeks, I think. Maybe 5. I've lost count. I'm gonna put his cave back in case he wants to go hide again. After falling out of my hand, like he did last time. Not last time, but you know, when I cleaned his enclosure. He's not gonna jump down that. He's not that daring. Well, yes he is. He's just not yet. Like right now. Right this second, he's not. Is he gonna go down there? I think he is. Maybe. There he goes. I'm slowly removing my hand and moving it so that he can walk. Like he'll walk to my other hand and still have all 4 feet on me. Because I don't want him freaking out. Like, oh, I'm about to fall. You don't want that. I'm gonna put him back and we'll put his other stuff back, his decor. If you hear background noise, it's a raptor. He's trying to get out of his enclosure and making a lot of racket. Bye-bye, Mandrake. If you're wondering if that bone is real, it is. It's a real bone. I found it. And I just put a little artificial plant in there. I'm getting the poo out of this jar. And then getting what remains out of the jar. And then fluffing it back up. And then I'm gonna spray it with water so it's still humid. Because it was getting a little bit dry. I'm also gonna cover this little spot up. I don't know what that is, but I'm not ready to just deep clean right now, so that will work. Actually, I'm just gonna move it just a little bit. Just a little bit. I'm gonna tuck it under that house so it stays. Sorry, Mandrake. And now I'll put everything back. The temperatures have been good. I haven't noticed him shedding though, so I don't know if I should be worried or not. I know my lizards have shed before, and I didn't even know. So, we'll see. We're gonna put his plant back too. I'm spraying it so it sticks again. It doesn't really stick to the back. So I'm gonna put it on the side. I do eventually want to get a camera to put in the enclosure so I can spy and see if he's shedding at all. He hasn't refused any food though, so I don't know if he's shed or not. That's something we have to keep a lookout for in the future. He's still young, so he has room to grow. If he doesn't grow, he's probably not shedding. Because if they're growing, they'll shed out of their old skin. Don't go and tell me that my humidity and stuff is wrong. I've checked it and it's fine. Let's look at some of my silk moths, see how they're doing. These are the cocoons though, this time. Soon I will show you the actual moths. Here's one of them. I'm going to take them out and put them with the other moths that are already out. And then see if they hatch faster or something. Because I don't know if they're dead or not. And it's been a few days. So we'll see. This is the moth enclosure. They don't really fly. I haven't noticed them flying, so here's one. But I have a lid on it just in case. This one is live, see? He's moving. So, just... yeah. I think they're pretty cool. I'm doing this so I have silkworms for the leopard geckos. There's one. There's the other one. It's flopping around. I think he's a he. He's pretty small. He's pretty small. Now I'm gonna talk about how to handle a leopard gecko and their tails. I want you to notice how I was holding him. I wasn't just coming from above and I was going under. Like this. So that it doesn't scare them. If you go from above, it's gonna look like you're a bird coming to get them. I'm using Theo for this because he's way calmer in handling. If you come from above like I was, come from the back and under. Because if you go too high, then he'll think you're a bird. You gotta come from the back. Don't ever grab their tail. They will drop it if they feel threatened. So if you grab your tail, they'll think you're a predator, and they will drop it. So just be careful when picking them up. Petting is very, very important. It helps a lizard that doesn't like being touched at all to get used to it, and pets that like to be pet, then it will help them calm down. When handling your leopard gecko, I suggest going very, very slow. Go at their own pace. It took me about 1 or 2 weeks after quarantine, and I was lucky probably. It usually takes people months, I think. If you're picking a lizard up, you also want to have all 4 of their feet on you so they don't feel like they have to move. Because if their feet are off you, they will wiggle around and maybe fall off your hand. So just be careful. When I went to the pet store, they picked Mandrake up like a bird. They were up high, and I knew he did not like that. I offered to do it for them, but they didn't listen. So don't come from the sky, come from below. If you're confused with that, just think of what you would feel like if you were someone small and someone tried to pick you up. What would you think that is? A bird? Yeah, you would. And don't think they won't fall from your hand. They will fall from your shoulder down to the floor. The first time I had to move Mandrake to his enclosure after cleaning it, he somersaulted off my hand. So just be careful. He's okay, but just be careful. Because I had a leopard gecko, Titan, I told about in my channel introduction. I'm tall, so he would fall from my hands down to the floor with me standing up. He was okay, just be careful with yours. If your leopard gecko loses its tail and you have dirt or something as substrate in the enclosure, put paper towel instead so it doesn't get infected and you'll be okay. Because their tail regrows.